Good morning.
Hello, we're Christine and Mark from Family Life UK.
So David and Cheryl have just been over to visit the UK, and they've asked us to put together a little video to tell you a little bit about what's going on in the UK and what Family Life are doing, and where and why David and Cheryl might be quite a special addition to the UK team. So we thought we'd start off by just kind of describing the whole family and marriage situation here in the UK. I'm afraid the UK has got a gold medal for family instability. It leads Western world, the Western world, when it comes to family breakdown. Not something we're proud of. At the moment, funnily enough, the divorce rate is going down, which is great. But the problem is not the divorce rate, and it hasn't been for a while. The problem is that fewer people are getting married, and certainly in the UK and in Europe, and I think you're finding the same thing in the US. The increase in cohabiting couples has led to an increase in family breakdown, and that's simply because cohabitation is less stable than marriage.
And our passion is to see lives transformed, to see marriages transformed, and also to make marriage cool again. In the UK, 97% of the population are not believers. Only 3% are believers. And yet we want to help those believers, those Christians, bring Christ into the heart of their marriage and witness the love of Christ and the power of God to change lives. And for those who are not yet believers, the vast majority, we want to meet with them, their point of need for relationships, whether they're married or not, of all faiths or none at all, and draw them to Jesus by helping them with practical relationship tools based on biblical principles and knowing Christ.
Yeah, family life in the UK is very different from family life in the US. We're looking for more regional coordinators, and for some years now, we've been hoping to find a couple who can go to Belfast and become the regional coordinator, not just in Belfast, but for Northern Ireland. And for those who are familiar with Northern Irish history, they'll realise that culturally it's a little difficult for a British couple to go to Belfast for historic reasons. And so to find the right couple for Belfast is always going to be a little tricky. And when we came across David and Cheryl, who, when they made their inquiries, I suddenly pricked up my ears, because here we've got someone who is a native of Northern Ireland, married to an American, and they've both lived in Northern Ireland for several years, and now they want to go back.
It was actually really wonderful to spend the last week with David and Cheryl when they came to visit here in the UK. It was lovely to get to know them, and I was really impressed with them as a couple, but particularly struck by their deep sense of calling, which I would say they have a deep sense of calling here.
So not only did we want to meet David and Cheryl, but we introduced them to the rest of the team too. And each member who's met them has come to the same conclusion. And so we as a team, both individually and as a team, are all convinced that David and Cheryl are meant to join us, to come and join us, to get the family life ministry going in Northern Ireland. And they do have unique attributes, or a unique story to tell. We seek to strengthen families in Northern Ireland. So if you haven't already detected, we're quite excited about all of this, and we're looking forward to David and Cheryl coming to join us. And as one of the things that they now need to do is go out and raise funds, increase their support so that they can live in Northern Ireland with their 5 children, and we hope that those who they approach will really bring this to God and say, look, God, is this something that you want us to be part of? As David and Cheryl are sent, are you meant to be there supporting them? That is our model. We've been working for since the 1960s now, all over the world. And we ask that you'll prayerfully consider whether you'll support David and Cheryl. Thank you for your time, and God bless you all. Goodbye.
Bye.